My name is Eric Worre, and today I want to give you the fastest path I know. Everyone would love to be able to move through the ranks, get to those levels so they can enjoy good things in life and also contribute to the lives of others. So how do you do that? The best way I know, the fastest way I know, is to improve the people that you're spending time with. What do I mean by that? One of the early lessons I got in my life, it started with my parents, and then it continued with some of my mentors. My parents would always say, be careful who you become friends with, because your friends have an influence on your life. And you've seen that. If you're a parent, you know you want your children to have good friends. Why is that? Because those friends will help guide them in a positive direction. Bad friends will help guide them in a negative direction. And when I got involved in network marketing, Jim Rohn was one of my early mentors, and he talked about the power of association. He gave me a formula. He said, you become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And if you think about that, that's true. You're going to generally think how they think, go where they go, do what they do, read what they read if they read, eat what they eat. Your language is going to be similar, your interests are going to be similar, your ambitions are going to be similar, and it's very difficult to be the Lone Ranger inside of a negative influence and try to influence a larger group of people. That's what some people try to do. Well, I'm going to change everybody around me. Well, when you dance with the devil doesn't change. The devil changes you. So negative influence changes you.
Welcome to ID's Public Awareness Ministries, where we believe in community development through general knowledge, public issues, and evangelical presentations.
If you're not focused, find a way to get around the most focused and productive people that you can possibly find. Make friends with those people. Don't hang out as much with people who are lazy, people who procrastinate, people who are filled with excuses, people who are blaming all the time. Those people are going to cause you to procrastinate and blame and give excuses and complain. Get around people who are learning. Get around people who are growing. Get around people who are always striving to be better. I would be a servant to someone who is more successful than me so I could earn some time. I was willing to be a servant, and because of that, not just a servant that would just sit there and say, I'm not worthy, but a servant that was willing to serve the community in order to gain access and learn and grow. I started seeking out knowledge from people who are more successful, influential, powerful, skillful than I was, because I understood that if I got around people who were committed to excellence, that excellence was going to start to rub off on me. Okay? So my car being a drive time university, I'll never forget. I put Jim Rohn in my car and I wore it out. Les Brown, Brian Tracy, Dennis Waitley, Og Mandino, greatest salesman in the world, all these different people, Earl Nightingale, Napoleon Hill, everything. I was reading books, I was studying, I was learning, I was growing, and I was listening all the time. And I would imagine that Jim Rohn and Brian Tracy and Og Mandino were sitting in the back seat of my car and they were just having a conversation. I got to listen in. And that was incredible value for me. So I'll never forget, 6 years after I started doing that, I'm about 30 years old, and I'm in my car, which is a nice car now, a decent car, in Dallas, Texas. And in the back seat of my car were Jim Rohn, Brian Tracy, and Og Mandino, for real. And they're sitting in the back seat of my car having a conversation. I'm just driving them to their hotel. But they're having a conversation. I'm going, oh my gosh, I attracted this. I set this thing in motion, and guess what? Now I get to hang around with legends. I get to learn from incredibly wise, unbelievable people. So today, I'm still engaged in this. Why do you think I seek out and interview people like Brian Tracy, of course, but like Tony Robbins? I'll be interviewing Sir Richard Branson on June 3rd. I mean, come on. The opportunity to spend time with these people. And why will they do it? Because I'm a servant to them. because I want to help their mission in life, because I want to be of value, of service in some way in their world. And you know what? I found I can earn my way into any group, and so can you. You can earn your way into a group of unbelievable recruiters, a group of unbelievably productive people, of unbelievably successful, moving through the ranks, changing people's lives, ambassadors for the network marketing profession. You can earn your way into that group, or you could earn your way into a much more negative group. And you know, the bad associations in your life happen automatically. They're like weeds in a garden. They happen automatically. The good ones don't happen automatically. Those only happen by effort and work and focus and determination.
Welcome to ID's Public Awareness Ministries, where we believe in community development through general knowledge, public issues, and evangelical presentations.
The weeds happen automatically. That negative person that's always whispering in your ear, and you know who I'm talking about, the ones that saying, well, that's always blaming, that's always trying to give you justification for not working, that's always trying to distract you, that's always trying to just chip away at your self-confidence. You know that person. That person needs to be on the very furthest fringe of your life, unless you want to sacrifice your life to keep them happy. See, here's the thing. If you continue to grow, you'll earn your way into different crowds. Some people will grow with you and some people won't. The fact that you grow and they don't doesn't mean you left them behind. It means that they stayed. And you decided that your contribution to the world was more important than making somebody else feel happy and appeasing somebody's negative influence. You cannot afford to be around people who are constantly distracting you from your purpose. You cannot do it. You have to focus on surrounding yourself with greatness, surrounding yourself with positivity, surrounding yourself with learners, surrounding yourself with people who are growing, surrounding yourself with people who are constantly reminding you, hey, you've got greatness inside of you. What are you doing? What are you doing? People who will grab you by the shirt and say, stop. Stop playing small. Why are you playing so small? You can see a bigger picture, but this is a choice. And it starts by, one, limiting your association with some negative people. In other words, don't spend as much time. Some of them you don't have a choice with, I understand. But spend a little less time. Be a little bit more busy in positive directions. Some you're going to have to cut the cord. You're going to have to disassociate, at least until you gather enough strength to be a positive influence with them. You're going to have to, for the sake of your own future, your own purpose, your own contribution in this world, you're going to have to make some hard decisions. You're going to have to disassociate with some. But mostly what I want you to focus on is expanding your association, being so busy and so surrounded by greatness that all those other petty little small thinking ideas don't even find their way into your mind, because you have filled it with incredible influence.
Information comes before transformation. I'm your brother ID, preacher with testimony. I am a preacher, a presenter, and a publicist. This is ID's Public Awareness Ministries.
Welcome to ID's Public Awareness Ministries, where we believe in community development through general knowledge, public issues, and evangelical presentations.